My name is Daniel Clark. I am 71 years old, and for half my life, I have lived without a voice.
I was 21 when I went to war. Loud, fearless, the kind of man who thought noise made him brave.
Then one morning, the noise stopped. A blast. Light, heat, and then nothing.
When I woke in the field hospital, I tried to call for my sergeant. No sound came out. They said my throat had been torn by shrapnel.
They told me I should be grateful to breathe. But survival isn't the same as living. I came home a ghost with a heartbeat. People spoke softly around me, as if silence were contagious. I learned to smile without meaning it, to write what used to come naturally. My wife used to say, "You speak with your eyes now." But even those grew quiet with time. Years passed. Friends faded. I stayed.
Then one winter, during therapy, my counselor brought in a violin. He said, "You can't talk, Daniel, but maybe you can still speak."
I had never played an instrument in my life. For weeks it sat untouched, a wooden stranger. Until one night, after another nightmare, I picked it up. The first sound was terrible, raw, broken, human. But for the first time in years, something answered me. It wasn't music yet, it was grief learning to breathe.
I kept playing, every day, every night. The violin became a voice that didn't need permission. It could scream when I couldn't, cry without shame. And slowly, it forgave me. Now I play for other veterans, men who know what it means to return without returning. When I finish, there's no applause, just silence, the kind that understands.
This violin is my voice now. It doesn't need words. It just tells the truth. So listen, not for the music, but for the silence inside it.
All I can say is best of luck.